Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Anybody go to the show yesterday? Yeah, we had a reptile show close to us. If you can't tell, I may look tired, I may not. Yesterday morning, I got up at 2:37, about an hour before I was supposed to wake up to get ready for the show. And I ended up staying awake, doing the show, coming back. We had to put away a lot of inventory, and I'm beat. Thankfully, it's Monday. We're closed tomorrow, so maybe I could sleep in just a little bit tomorrow, but we'll see. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about some complaints we had. I think it was Friday or Saturday. I posted about it on our Facebook page. I said I wanted to make a video about it. I want to first point out that I do take complaints very seriously. If they're warranted. I mean, if it is a serious complaint, of course I want to hear about it and try to fix it as best as I can. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you about the complaints, and then you could be the judge of it. I'll open the floor. I'll open the door to public opinion. Let's see. So first complaint. My wife at our new store, she had a customer come in who she said was in a bad mood. She seemed like she was in a bad mood when she got there. But whatever, we all have bad moods sometimes. We all got bad days. But anyway, my wife tries to help her, and she gets a price. I think it was a fuzzy mice she wanted. And she tells my wife that we're not cheaper than where she normally goes. And she named a chain pet store, which I'm not going to say. And she wanted, a handful of fuzzy mice. And my wife looks up the company name, or the website of where she normally gets them from, and does the math, which we would have saved maybe $10 on just a handful of small mice. Well, the lady said, but we're not cheap enough, because we post about our prices are better than anyone else's, but we didn't save her quite enough money for her to be happy with it. And that blows my mind that you can actually tell a company or small business, anybody, not that their prices are too high or higher than other places. We saved you money, but we just did not save you enough money. That blows my mind. Like, would you rather we had everything we sold just for free and not only not make any money, but we would go out of business in about 2 days? You have to, it costs money to feed rats and take care of rats and mice and everything. We got, rent, utilities, payroll, inventory. But to complain that you're not saving enough money is just blows my mind. But okie dokie, whatever. Now, to the second complaint. And of course, I'm never going to name any names, because, I mean, that's just not right. I'm not trying to make people feel bad or anything like that. This particular person I have known for a very long time, years before I even started doing this for a living. But he came out on Saturday to get some rats, and we did not have the size that he needed. And our worker told him that, unfortunately we don't have that size, which of course we'll always do a smaller size or try to get close and feed the snake something at least. But he wasn't having it. He was mad when she said, she told him, there will be rats at the reptile show tomorrow if you could make it. And he's like, you know what? That's why I came here today. I have to work tomorrow. I can't go to the reptile show. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. We will have them on Monday. He didn't even respond. Instead, he walks out of the door, slams the door, jumps in his car, peels out, and leaves. Then a couple hours later, sends us a message on Facebook that he had wasted 45 minutes to drive here, 45 minutes to drive home, and about $14 in gas, and didn't get anything. And he's mad at us for that. Now, rats are living things. I can't just order more online and they show up and they're alive and I have unlimited quantities. We have over 1,000 breeders, plus we buy thousands of rats every month to try to make sure everybody has what they need when they need it. I'm sorry there is nowhere else to buy live rats from. That's why I did this from the very beginning, because I had a problem finding live rodents. So I started Big Sal's, 6 years-ish ago. But since the very beginning, we have grown and grown and grown. I mean, I borrowed $35 for my first 7 breeder rats, and we bred them in tanks, fish tanks, in our house, or eventually we had a little building. But we just kept growing and growing and growing, and we sold what we could. We kept back what we could for more breeding. And now we're at the point where we have 2 stores. The second store is very new, just 3 weeks. We're only getting 5 or 7 customers a day right now. So very new. But if you just go by the last 6 months, we're averaging like 5,000 rodents a month that we sell. Some are live, some are frozen. But that's 5,000 rodents a month. We don't produce maybe half of that. Not only that, but we have, based on, I looked it up 2 nights ago, 339 products that we sell, which is anything from rats, dubia roaches, mealworms, light bulbs, bedding, all of that. There are 339 items in the computer. That's besides the snakes, beardies, anything else that we sell. Some of the items aren't even in the computer, so we have above 340, 339. But the guy, when he sent us a message about how much gas and time he wasted, he said I should make a post every time we're out of a certain size. Now, should I make a post every time we run out of a certain product or a certain size? Do you know how many posts a day or how many posts a week I would say, hey, we're out of 100 watt ceramic heat emitters today. We'll have more Tuesday. We're out of small rats, but we have weaned rats. We're out of small, medium dubia roaches, but we have smalls and mediums. You're talking over 300 items. How am I going to make a post every time we sell out or run low on a certain thing, and then make another post when we restock up, get more inventory in? That's just an insane amount. Not only that, a lot of people aren't on Facebook or aren't on Facebook a lot. They're not going to see it. For example, we post about the reptile show, 2-3 weeks in advance. We hang flyers on the door, on the register, on the walls saying, hey, the reptile show's Sunday. We're going to be closed. We're going to be right down the street, but this location will be closed on Sunday. And we try to tell everybody we know. But then when Sunday rolls around, I come home from the show, there are people that will pull in a drive. They forget, or they did not know there was a reptile show. They didn't know we were closed. So it doesn't even matter what we post about. Not everyone's going to see it. Besides looking up the items, I looked up our customers. As of 2 days ago, we have 1,122 local customers. That's not our website customers that are all across the country. That's just local to Vienna and Hermitage. Over 1,100 people. Around 850 of those people are loyalty customers that get the points and all that stuff. But, how do I say something loud enough for over 1,100 people to hear me when, we already post on Facebook and on, sometimes YouTube, not a lot, but we post signs on the door, on the walls. People already don't read them or don't see them. It's just, you can only do so much, and, a lot of people, myself included, I love small business. I love supporting small business and helping small business share their stuff, all that. And it seems like a lot of people want to support small business until they grow a little bit. So, as an example, we open a second location. So we have 2 stores to run. We have well over 1,000 rodents to take care of, hundreds of thousands of bugs to take care of, plus the dry goods, the light bulbs, the bedding, the critter keepers, the snakes, the living snakes. There's just so much to take care of. Me and my wife can't do it all. Even if I had someone else doing everything else with the rodents, the bugs, and everything else, me and my wife could not just run the stores by ourselves. We would still need help. In that case, we have to hire somebody. We have to hire multiple people. I have a guy that only cleans rodents. I'm trying to find someone to only work on bugs. We have someone that only runs Vienna. My wife only runs Hermitage. Even that is not enough. We still need more people. We still need more hands to help, because as we grow and we pick up more customers, I mean, just for what I have to do personally, I have the Reptile Show page, Vienna Facebook page, Hermitage Facebook page, 3 different email addresses for the website customers, us talking to suppliers to get wholesale stuff for the store. Like I said, over 1,100 local customers, all the nationwide customers, all the messages. On average, Vienna sees 35 to 50 people per day. That's just the amount of sales we get, not the messages, the text messages, the phone calls, the Facebook messages, the emails. There's a lot to do. 2 people cannot run all of that. So, and you know, I feel bad to even say all this on video, because if 500 of you watch this video, I might only be talking to 2 of you. But people have to understand, one person can only do so much. 2 people can only do so much. And when you're in small business, there's sometimes a very fine line between how much work 2 of us can do versus can we afford to hire a 3rd person, still keep our prices low, still have the inventory we need to supply everybody? Or are we going to hire a person and find out we can't afford to keep them for 20 or 30 hours a week, and then have to let them go in a couple weeks and change everything? So there's a lot of different avenues of juggling one store in Vienna, let alone 2 locations. So yeah, when you grow, more people are going to get involved, more hands are going to get involved. So there's a lot to it. I'm sorry, I cannot do it all by myself. Me and my wife cannot do it all by ourselves. Even my son, 10 years old, he helps out so much around here. It's like another part-time employee for as much as he does just on basic chores every day. There's a lot to be done. So there are going to be more people. Let me add, we got a 3rd complaint this morning, and this one is pretty interesting. All right, let me see if I can pick up where I left off. It's been about 2 hours. I'm running the store today, so when customers show up, I got to stop the video and start back. So anyway, guy messages me this morning that he bought rats off of us 10 days ago. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find this message real fast. So, guy buys, he said 20 rats and 20 mice he bought off us 10 days ago. And the girl, he said the blonde hair girl that works here, instead of gently putting the rats in the box, she got them out of the top drawer, and his tote was on the floor, and she just took them out of the drawer and just dropped them in his box. All 20 rats from the top drawer. Which, one, I find hard to believe, because we don't keep our small rats in the top drawer, and that's what he said he got. 2, I mean, I don't see anyone just dropping rats like this. You know, Amanda's not only been working here for a few weeks, but we've known her for over a year now, and she's helped us out a lot in the last year, and she knows what she's doing. But anyway, some of the rats that he bought 10 days ago have died. And he's blaming Amanda because of how she put them in the box or in his tote. So I asked him, you know, what are you feeding them? Has anything changed with them? I'm not sure what it could be, but we have over 1,000 breeders. Plus we sell over 5,000 rats a month. They're all still alive, and the ones that we sell, you know, people will feed them off to their snakes. Some people buy them as pets, and they're still alive. Some people will buy a month's supply, and they're still alive. But his are dead. Out of the 20 rats he bought, I think he said he has 4 to 6 left. So I'm trying to explain it to him that if the problem was on our side, we would have a lot of dead rats, or some of the rats that we sold to people out of our 1,100 local customers, there would be more complaints about it, and we've not had a single complaint. So are you feeding them something different? Did you use maybe an aerosol or a cleaning chemical that you're not used to using? What could be the problem? And he's just like, nope, it's on you. It's your fault. Your worker screwed me over, blah, 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 blah. And I just left it at that. Then I get a message from my wife. The guy is bashing us on Facebook. Now, this is just since me shutting down the video a couple hours ago till now. He posted on Facebook bashing us for the rats that he bought. And he even says he's been buying rats off us for over a year. But when me and my wife sell him rats, they're fine. When Amanda sold him rats, they died within 10 days. So it's her fault. Which makes no sense because they're not her rats. They're still our rats. We have not gotten any new rats from any new places. We either produce our own or buy them off of places we've been buying them from for many years. We have no new suppliers. Nothing has changed with that. So I see his post on Facebook because a couple people sent me screenshots, and I comment under it. He deleted the post, which is kind of funny because yesterday he posted a picture of himself wearing a Big Sal's Feeder Farm t-shirt, and now today he's bashing us on Facebook. I'm sorry. People just... That goes back to what I was saying earlier about people want to support small business, but as soon as you grow a little bit and need an extra set of hands, they don't want to support you no more. He thinks because we have grown and opened a second location, our quality has dropped. You're talking 3 weeks. Our quality, and rats he bought 10 days ago, our store was only open for 1 week when he bought those rats. Nothing has changed at all on our end, and our rats are still alive, which leads me to believe what's going on at home. Something had to have changed for them to die there and not here, or not with our other customers. But yeah, it just blows my mind. But he's deleted the post now. I'm not going to say nothing else to him unless he messages us or unless he shows up, which at this point I'm not even going to serve him. If he shows up and wants to buy rats, I'm not even going to sell it to him because of him trying to bash us on Facebook. But we actually, before he deleted the post, there was probably 4 or 5 of our customers that are supporting us and saying, hey, I've been buying rats off him for 6 years. I've never had one die before I could feed it off. So he might have deleted the post because there was just too many people, commenting against what he's saying about us. But you never know. But anyway, it's, if you want to complain, you could complain. If there's something we could do better, let us know. I'm always trying to do better. I'm always trying to save people more money. If there's something we're doing wrong, please let me know. I will love to change it and try to change for the better. Every single day I try to change things for the better. But if you're going to bash us on Facebook and complain because, yeah, we saved you money, but we didn't save you enough money, or you drove all the way out here and I didn't have exactly what you needed, message us before coming out here so you don't waste a trip. We posted today that we're out of crickets. Someone showed up looking for crickets. I'm sorry, we had a show yesterday. We sold about 14,000 crickets at the show. We didn't bring a single cricket back. We'll have some Wednesday. We just don't have any today. I'm sorry. But I cannot make a post every single time one product or one item or one size is sold out, or, if we're low in stock. It's just, that's a lot of posting, and not a lot of people are even going to see it because, people are busy. You have a life. You go to work, you have other stuff to do. You're not on Facebook all day long watching Big Sal's Feeder Farm. I don't care who you are. And we have some customers that are like family. I don't care. I make any post within 2 seconds. They're the ones that are liking it and commenting on it. But that's not the majority, But yeah, if you want to complain, go ahead and complain. If you want to give me a pointer on what I can do better, I'm all ears. I always want to do better. But we're not going to be perfect, and now that we have two stores, even having just one store, we're busy. We have a lot of rodents, a lot of insects, a lot of reptiles to keep alive. To not just to keep alive, we want all of them to thrive. We put a lot of work into it, and we work a lot of hours to make sure that happens. So if you show up here looking for me and I'm not here and my wife's not here, I'm sorry for that, but that's just the way it has to be. I mean, if we grow any more than that, you might not see either one of us. But whoever we hire, we're not going to hire some a-hole. Amanda's good people. Matt up there cleaning cages, he is good people. They've never disrespected anybody. You know, they know what they're talking about, or they'll tell you they don't know what they're talking about if you ask a specific question that they don't know about. But we try to help out as many people as we can. We try to help out as much as we can, but, you know, we're still learning and we're still growing every single day. So I'm sorry we're not perfect, but, you know, it's life, whatever. With that being said, I'm just curious, if you drive to Walmart for milk and they're out of milk, would you send Walmart an angry message demanding that they make a Facebook post that they're out of milk? I'm sorry. Buddy, I'm not going to say you by name. I still love you. He did message and apologize for that. You know, still love you, man. I've known you since I was probably 5 years old. That's not going to change, but gotta understand, dude. I can't put a message or a post every time we're running low or running out of something. But with that being said, I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.